Finally, Friday. Good morning, everybody. On this January the 6th, I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Well, we've got the weekend coming and we've got a little more rain coming. Not a lot of rain, not as much as what we picked up a few days ago. No storms. The great news is, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm looking at the next 10 days or so, pretty much where we ought to be on temperature. No winter storms, no spring storms, nothing severe. We get some rain every, couple of days or so. And yeah, everything else is pretty quiet here for the beginning of January after a bit of a rocky start. Here's a look at the satellite view this morning. You can see that there are some high clouds streaming across the Ohio River this morning, but here in southern Kentucky, we're all clear, and it should be a great start to the morning. It's a little frosty, as temperatures did get down close to freezing overnight, and they're still pretty close to that this morning. We take a look at the model blender and throw everything in, and we see what comes out of the blender. And this is it, where you stack all the models and put this model in, a little of this model in, another, little bit of this model, and then you put them in the blender and spin them around, and this is what it throws out. And it's a way to kind of average out everything. It's not going to be exact, but it's close. And as you can see, upper 40s, near 50 today. We had a high of 54 officially yesterday at the Bowling Green Airport. 46 is where we should be. And you think about 46, 47, you look at that chart all the way across, and we're going to be at least at or above average high temperature for this time of the year for the next 10 days. So we go upper 40s, near 50 today, same thing tomorrow, low to mid 50s on Sunday, then back to the upper 40s, then back to the low 50s, then back to the mid 50s. And we do see a bit of a warm up once we get into the following Monday, 2 weeks from next, let's see, no, a week from this coming Monday. I have to think about that. So as we get later in the period, we do see a bit of a warming trend coming our way. Will it be, 70-degree weather or anything like that? I don't know. Not at this point. It's too far out. But you can see the trend, at least for the next week, week and a half or more, is going to be pretty average. And even overnight lows, chilly, but not extremely cold. Nothing like we experienced back at Christmas time. Remember that? And I don't, like I said, no major storms that I see coming in anytime soon. Everything's looking fairly quiet for the beginning of January. We need a break from all the crazy weather we've had lately anyway. All right, here's a look at the mesonet sites this morning as of about 10 after 5 on this Friday morning. We see some 20s below freezing temperatures in a couple of spots here and there. And then the rest is in the 30s or pretty close to freezing all across southern Kentucky. So again, this morning, like yesterday, you'll need to allow some time to warm up your vehicle and maybe scrape off some of the frost that's there, or at least turn on the defroster and let it do its job. All right, let's take a look at future temperatures now. We're starting out close to freezing this morning. Some of you below freezing. We'll try to warm it up into the upper 40s, close to 50, about a few degrees, maybe about 5 degrees shy of where we were yesterday, as we did get into the low to mid 50s. Today is going to be more upper 40s, near 50. Then tonight, we'll drop back into the 30s, mid to upper 30s for overnight lows. Maybe not as much frost in the area. And then tomorrow we'll get into the 40s once again, more into the mid 40s, maybe upper 40s. then as we get into Sunday, we're going to really warm things up and get into the low 50s. Things do begin to warm up a little bit more, as you saw in that 10-day stretch. Although it's going to see some back and forth over the coming days in that regard to temperature. But again, nothing too extreme, nothing crazy going on here. Thank goodness. Well, let's take a look at future radar and precipitation coming in. Everything should stay in the form of rain. Now, there will be some times when the temperatures do get just cold enough to the north of us that maybe some of this is looking at midnight tonight. Just forget about today. Today is going to be dry, it's going to be sunny. But tonight we'll have a little upper level wave coming in, a little piece of energy that's going to squeeze out a little bit of rain around midnight tonight. I don't think we're going to get cold enough here to see any kind of mixture, but some of you north of us, closer to the Ohio River, yeah, you might have a snowflake or something mix in with some of this, but pretty much it's going to stay liquid and not frozen precipitation. So here we go into early Saturday morning. We see some showers. For your day tomorrow, there's just going to be these off and on scattered, mainly light rain showers. We could pick up maybe a tenth of an inch of rain total out of this by the time we get into early Sunday morning. But even into early Sunday morning, we still have some energy left around. You see right there, we get a few showers into Sunday morning. Those will continue, especially south toward Nashville, Middle Tennessee. They're going to get a little bit more in the way of moderate rainfall there, low pressure system riding across the southern states. That comes on through on Sunday. It's not going to rain all day Sunday, but there will be periods we do see some showers. And as you see there, the better bulk of it is going to come through Sunday morning till about Sunday midday. Then by afternoon, this stuff starts to move out. And after that, we're back to sunshine by Monday. All right, let's take a look at the maps finally, and we'll see what's going on with the next 7 days on the maps. And I'll show you these systems coming through. And really, all of them are fairly tame systems. I don't see any really strong, deep, low pressure systems. I don't really see any very strong cold air or otherwise. This is just a series of little disturbances. You see them in there, just kind of swinging through the atmosphere one by one. So here we go through today. Everything's fine. We're looking at sunshine today and highs in the upper 40s to around 50. By tonight, we get these little pieces of energy trying to work in around this low, but this low is not very deep. Again, it's not a strong system. It's just a system that's going to swing through and bring us a little bit of rain overnight tonight. And as you see there, maybe a mix for a short time over our northern counties very early tomorrow morning, but then it all goes to rain. There's a little patch of more moderate rain over Middle Tennessee, maybe southern Kentucky during the day tomorrow, giving us about a tenth of an inch of rain at best. But that system is mainly going to stay south of us, so we're on the northern end of this. A little bit of light rain as we get into Sunday, and then the system begins to pull out by Sunday night, and by Monday, high pressure takes over, and we're back in the sunshine. And then by Tuesday, here comes the next system in the series. We've got several of them, but each one really not that organized and not that deep. High pressure, much stronger than some of these series of lows coming in. So they squeeze out a little bit of light rain, but not a lot. And by Wednesday, that one is gone. You see the front dipping south of us. High pressure does take over here, over the plains, the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, all the way down into the Ohio and Tennessee River valleys. By Thursday, we begin to see this next system, still not a strong one, but it will throw some moisture back into the area. And by Thursday, we'll see another chance of rain. But again, it doesn't appear to be a big chance of rain. Looking forward, excuse me, into next weekend, maybe there could be some rounds of heavier rain, maybe some thunderstorm activity. We'll just have to wait on that to see what happens. In the meantime, headed to the radio station, Sam 100.7, to get the morning show underway on a finally Friday. I thank you all for watching and listening as always. God bless you. Have a great weekend ahead. I'll be here tomorrow morning and Sunday morning with another weather update for you. And today, I'll see you on the radio.